and I'm here to help you understand the truth about who you are. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about today was something that I've been sort of pondering about the last few weeks. And basically, it's that everything is here to teach you something. Because basically this is a game of evolution. You incarnated into this third dimensional reality so that as a fractal of source consciousness, you could become the fullest expression of who you are in any now moment. And as you are experiencing this expression of who you are, what you're doing is you're learning about yourself in every moment. You're here to understand yourself more fully, because as a fractal of God consciousness, that's what you came to do. God consciousness wanted to know itself better, so it fractalized so that it could see itself from a different perspective. And so the whole thing is that every single thing that ever happens to you, whether it's awful or it's good, is merely showing you more clearly who you are. And that's the whole name of the game. That's it. That's all you're here to understand and learn. If you learn who you are, all you're doing is you're expressing that back to source consciousness, because everything is a mirror. And I think what happens on this kind of journey of spiritual awakening is we feel often, and I certainly have this feeling, that I need to do more, practice more, show up for myself more, try harder. And that is, I mean, it is true, but it's only true in the sense that the more that I show up for myself, the more I learn about who I am. And I'm just one of those people who's basically obsessed with trying to find out what this is all about. And I really feel like I'm coming into this understanding about it now on an intellectual level. And I want to be this understanding on a being level. But really, there is nothing that we need to do, because as we experience everything in reflection to ourselves. So if something bad happens to you, let's say you crash your car, okay, I'm just picking something. If you crash your car, then you're going to feel something in relation to what's happened to you. And as you feel and think and be in reflection to that thing that's happened to you, you're essentially learning more about who you are. And that's it. That's all you're supposed to be doing. And if somebody, I don't know, falls in love with you and you fall in love with them and it all feels completely amazing, then all you're doing is you're learning more about who you are in relation to that person. And all you're here to do is to experience yourself. And in experiencing yourself, what you do is you learn more and more about who you are. And the more and more you learn about who you are, the closer and closer you are going to get to the realization of the truth of who you are. And the truth of who you are is God. And the thing is that as you get closer and closer to the realization of the truth of who you are, you're going to begin to understand that what God is love. Not love in the way that we can even conceptualize it or feel it at this point, because we're quite a low level of consciousness, to be honest, within the universe. But what love really is, love is creation. It only wants to experience in and of itself. And I can sort of intellectualize this, and I'm longing to feel it in its full force one day. But literally, that's all we're doing. So everything that happens to you is just telling you, it's giving you more information that you're love. That's all it is. Every single thing that happens is just showing you more and more who you are. And so really, there's nothing that we need to do or be or say. The only thing that we can really do, which is going to speed up our evolution even more, is to come into an acceptance, an allowing of letting ourselves be whoever we actually are in that moment, and allowing other people to just be what they are. Because as we allow ourselves to be, think and feel and speak what we are, we're just learning about ourselves more. And as we learn about ourselves more, we're coming closer and closer to the truth of who we are, and we're beginning to learn that we are in fact love. So it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one for someone like me who's always doing stuff and learning stuff and wanting to know more and more and more, that actually I would probably learn more if I just was. And I know that seems difficult, especially if you're in a place where maybe you're depressed or you're suffering in your body with disease or something like that. But all of those things are just showing you who you are. They're just expressing to you your own truth. And I really think a lot of being present is really just about allowing ourselves to be who we are. And it's a tricky one. You know, we've been conditioned to believe that we have to achieve, that we are in competition, that we have to succeed, that we have to be cheerful all of the time. We've been conditioned to be doing people, not being people. And the thing is that we are in fact human beings. So I think if we can spend a portion of our days just being what we are without resistance, we are going to come naturally into this, we're going to come naturally into a momentum of moving towards source consciousness, you know, as we go back to the 0 point from whence we came on this road of evolution. The more we can just allow ourselves to naturally just be what we are without trying to achieve anything, without setting up that resistance of not allowing ourselves to be who we are, the quicker we're going to come into a beingness of the truth of who you are, we are. So there's nothing to do. You can just relax into like doing whatever you feel like and enjoy it. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. It's something that I've been really reflecting on, and I'm going to try. I'm just going to be more of myself without trying too hard. So thank you very much for listening, and sending you many blessings.